Hello, you all. Hi, it's Tease. Good day, and good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. And I would like to spit this out in one breath. But this is the number one way to save yourself a whole lot of money and a whole lot of trouble, and even a whole lot of stress. You start by, first you start by you step back and you evaluate the situation and you evaluate the full picture. Like, okay, I'm going to step back. I'm in the city of so and so, the state of so and so. I'm in this country, and I'm surrounded by A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. So basically, in so many words, you step back and you evaluate your surroundings. You evaluate the people who you are around. And this is how you save time and money. You save your time by investing and putting forth your time in people and in things that are productive. So I can give you an example of what a waste of time is. Okay, so we'll say you have the weekend, you have Saturday, Sunday, and you save time with that Saturday, Sunday by being productive. Like, okay, I'm going to use this Saturday and Sunday to clean up, maybe go shopping, to get myself together, to do laundry, or whatever it is to prepare for the week ahead. How do you waste time is you be unproductive, you be around people who want not a life, and you pretty much you waste your time and your money, voluntarily or involuntarily. So basically, you waste time by being unproductive, and you can save your time by being productive, because like I say, while you're using that time that you have, you're using it productively to do something productive to prepare you for the week to come or for the next day. And this is how you save yourself money. You can save yourself money by removing yourself and separating yourself from people who are not productive and people who do not want anything out of life. Like I say, you can save yourself money by, saving yourself some bail money for one. So if you're around people who have nothing to lose or don't want anything out of life, they get twisted up in some stuff and then they pull you into it. Maybe you had nothing to do with it, but since you're in the vicinity of their fight, now you go down with them because somebody stepped on your shoe during their brawl. You see what I'm saying? You have to stay away from people who don't want anything out of life, and they'll show you. You can know this person like the back of your hand, or you can't know them from a can of paint. But people show you who they are based off their actions or based off their fruits. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to tell you anything. Based off my actions, you can tell me what I'm about, or you can see what I'm about. What do I do on a daily basis? If I'm just literally, I only live to be on drugs, or I only live to rob people, or to be a degenerate, then that's me telling you where my priorities are, and that's me telling you what type of person that I am. There's so many times where I see people literally digging themselves in a hole, but then as I see you digging yourself into a hole, I'm looking like, please do not lift your hand to me for salvation, because literally it's happening so much like clockwork, to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm about to save myself a whole lot of time and money by just stop fooling with a certain caliber of Negroes. And these would be the niggas as you know them. So these certain caliber of Negroes, they literally, well, we'll just say, first off and off top of hand, they're definitely, these people have brain damage. They have brain damage. So they have some type of identity crisis or whatever it is they got going on in their head. They have something going on within them where they're not comfortable with themselves. And I don't know what this is about, but literally the latest story of the Negroes not knowing who they are. Now, mind you, this is a blonde-haired, he dyed his hair, like, you know how Kanye West dyed his hair blonde? So yeah, he dyed his hair blonde. This is an up-and-coming, some type of medical student. So I think he's basically going to medical school to become a doctor. And I'm not sure if he's going to make it. I want to pray that he makes it, but then again, he did kind of choose suicide. I want to pray that he makes it to at least get his mind back, because right now he's brain dead. So basically, long story short, you have one confused, lost in the head Negro, a young man who's supposed to be an up-and-coming doctor, and he's literally around a plethora of pink women, some young white girls, and he's pushed into a body of water, and basically some or all of these pink women knows that this black, lost, confused man cannot drown, or he can't swim. So, but with that being known, or with that being said, one or all of them, they still pushed him into the water. So like I say, right now he's brain dead. And I honestly too, and they said they all sat around and they watched him drown. The only reason why he was pulled out 10 minutes later is because a bystander seen him drowning. None of those pink broads that he was with helped him, but they did help put him into that water. You see what I'm saying? You see how people hang themselves? He could have hung out with 7 dogs or 7 wise men, but no, he chose to be around 7 pink women while having his hair dyed blonde. That means he already knows, like, well, damn, I don't really like or approve who I am or how I look, so let me switch up my look so I can fit in with the winners. He thought he arrived. Only place he arrived was to the hospital in enough time for them to dedicate him and to pronounce him brain dead. So we'll just hope and pray that he makes it to where he can finish school. If not, he's just going to be a vegetable, another nigga vegetable who's not going to go to, or not going to complete college. He's basically another stereotype. So like I say, and with me, this is how I can say you can save yourself a lot of money and a lot of trouble and a lot of time by allowing people like that. And it might sound harsh, like, oh, that's so insensitive, or how could you, or how can you call yourself being for the people, and yet you're gonna be the one that's stumping on their hand. I'm saying that because he's basically, he wasn't kidnapped. Like I say, he could have hung out with 7 wise men. Instead, he chose to hang out with 5 to 7 pink women that's supposed to be friends, but your so-called friends or your so-called pink broads, whoever they, bitches, whatever they're supposed to be, they basically virtually murdered your dumb ass. And I say dumb because this isn't the first rodeo. It's like I said, this is how you save yourself time and money. Save time and money by not focusing on people like that. Allow people, here's the thing. Remember how I said people show you who they are, they're going to show you, and you believe them, and you get out the way? He basically is saying he does not approve of how he looks. He's changed his hair blonde. So basically in his head, he's a blonde. He's a pink boy. That's why he's hanging out at the river or the lake, knowing his dumb ass can't swim. I'm a pink boy. I'm a fraternity. I got my white women. I got my white girl, whatever it is. And then now he's fighting for his life, or fighting for his sanity or his brain function. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, again, you can save yourself a lot of time and money by allowing those people to destroy themselves. And then, like I say, you can save yourself a lot of money by not supporting them. Like I say, when they end up in the hospital or end up in prison, you can choose to not participate. Don't ask me to put money on your books. Don't ask me to waste candles at your memorial. You see what I'm saying? This is why I say if you choose to play with fire, you have to stay there. Like I said, and if we leave it up to them, just how I said, if they go over there, they stay there. He decided to hang out with those pink women. They were going to kill him. You see what I'm saying? It should have happened. This is bound to happen. That's what usually happens when you go around pink. You're the only spook in the room, or if you're the only speck of pepper in the salt, then you better believe you're going to be the target. And it only makes sense for you to be the one to come up short. You have 100 people on a boat, and the only person that drowns is the nigger. That makes a whole lot of sense. Where were you and who were you around? Oh, pink case closed. That's how I'm going to handle that case. So basically with this one, I'm not going to be the one to say, hey, we need justice for this brain dead doctor to be. No, we don't. His justice has been served. Because he chose his side, and now he's literally brain dead. And I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, the only thing I can do is shake my head at this. Like I said, this ain't nothing new. And I know for damn sure you're not looking to the Negro community to save you after you committed suicide. Because he did virtually commit suicide. Nobody in the history of niggerdom has anyone ever been, any nappy-headed person ever been around a bunch of pink people and thrived, or actually became a better person, or actually made it out in one piece. And yet you have these people that keeps doing the same damn cycle. This guy, I don't know if he's been watching too much Kanye West or what. He has his blonde, literally his hospital photo where it shows him brain dead. He has his blonde hair, so that means you save yourself a lot of time and trouble by literally allowing people to destroy themselves. You see what I'm saying? I can promise you, I'm not going to lose my voice yelling, get away from those pink men, leave them pink women. I'm not going to tell you nothing. I probably will watch you destroy yourself, but my only thing is, please don't lift your hand to me for salvation. You see what I'm saying? Because if you chose or you decided to go with pink people for salvation or for elevation, or because you've arrived, then you've reached your final destination, which is your final destination, because virtually you're going to end up with a toe tag, just how this guy is. And like I say, I hope and pray that he gets his brain function back, but if he doesn't, the next step is to pull out the death certificate papers. You see what I'm saying? So, that being said, and by me not participating with that, I don't have to worry about wasting money on candles. I don't have to worry about, burials or none of that. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about wasting my voice talking about it. I'm not talking about it now, because so you can fully understand why I don't entertain it. But even if it was tables turned where he pushed one of those pink women in the water and she drowned, now your dumb ass is in prison. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about wasting money on t-shirts. Oh, free the nigger doctor that with the blonde hair that thought that he arrived. No, I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to waste any money on books because that's like, what, $100 a phone call? I'm not going to participate because you basically chose your fate. You either committed suicide, or you chose death, or you chose success, and that form of success comes with a toe tag. So that's my advice on how to save yourself a lot of time and money and trouble, is literally allowing people to destroy themselves, and once they destroy themselves, you continue to stay out the way. You know, that's how you save time and money. Because I'm thinking the problem is people get themselves in trouble and they think like, oh, well, I get in trouble, but if I do get in trouble, oh, I'll just lift my hand to you, or I'll ask you. And I'm going to give you the disclaimer before you hang yourself. I'm not going to say that I will literally sit there and watch you drown, but if you're around a bunch of wolves and you drown, I'm going to fully understand why you drowned. And I promise you I'm not going to ask you any questions as to who, what, where, when, and why. Because I'm going to know why, based off the scenario. The only nigger in the middle of a body of water, and you the only one that drowns, around a bunch of pink people, case closed. They're like, but you didn't ask what happened. Oh, I'm going to ask you what happened. This is my only question I have during the trial. Where were you and who were you with? And if you say you were in the middle of a body of water with pink people, I'm going to slam the gavel so hard he might crack the desk. Case closed. Please use these scenarios as far as that, I don't even know the African dude's name, the one who said he doesn't really fool with black women and niggers and all that. He pretty much like, I don't fool with niggas, and he ended up virtually getting murdered stabbed to death by his pink girlfriend. And then you have the black women getting pushed out of windows by pink men. You have something happening to the pink girl, and now the nigger is in prison. It's just like, it's just such a hot mess to where it's like, I'm not going to keep enduring these things. Like, it's going to get to the point now where it's like, if you choose, that's why I say, if you choose your side, you're going to have to stay there. It's one of those things where if you chose greener grass with the pink people, stay with the pink people when it's time to be buried too. And when it's time to report on your death, you need to stay over there too. Because that's another thing too. I'm not reporting on the death. I'm not going to say, oh, look, they got another nigger. No, I'm not. I'm going to move on, because that's how you save time and money. You move on. You see what I'm saying? They chose their fate. That's them choosing. They chose death, obviously. Because something in their mind is telling them, this is greener grass. You have arrived. You are surrounded by pink people. They don't get red flag. They get victory. Oh, I've made it. I've arrived. You have arrived. You've arrived in hell. Case closed. So with that being said, hopefully we'll learn something. We'll use this as a learning experience. Because like I said, I promise you, I'm not going to talk about, I don't have enough wind and I don't have enough patience, nor do I have enough care in the world to report on all of these deaths of people taking down the niggers, so to speak, or helping lower these numbers in the nigger department. Because literally, I don't even think there's any murder charges or attempted murder charges for these women. These mugs literally sit there and watch this guy drown, and nobody's been arrested so far. But like I say, tables turn. If she drowned on accident, and if there's a nigger there, the nigger would have got arrested anyway. Whether I was in the car. Put your hands behind your back, nigger. Okay, let me shut up. All right, but hopefully we learn something, and hopefully we learned how to move, and we know what is what, and who is who. Be well, be safe.